Hey, what's going on? I'm your wisest astrologer, because I guess it's better than being known as a dumbass astrologer. So we're going to talk about what's going on this week in the chart. And we have Virgo going on right now. The sun's in Virgo. Mercury's in Virgo. So everybody's trying to handle things, trying to deal with things around the midsection. But it's being squared by Mars and Gemini, also a mutable sign. So people are going to be trying to multitask. They're going to be trying to perfect things and stress out a little bit and fine-tune things, but maybe trying to do things in too many different areas. So you got to be able to pick your spots, what areas you want to clean up and what areas you don't want to clean up, and just sort of leave for a different date. Because if you try to do too many things, you'll get stressed out, and quite literally you'll be getting dizzy. Your head will be spinning. One of the reasons for that is because Jupiter's in Aries right now, so everybody has to see the big picture right away. They want to know instantly, So I'm trying to sort of introduce myself, but I got to make the YouTube video short and give you knowledge straight off the bat. But perspective is very important, but from a lot of different levels. So when you multitask right now, always try to see things instantly from each angle, especially with the eyes and the ears. So change colors, change eye levels, lots of different things. It might make you a bit dizzy, but the variety will give you that instant picture that you're looking for. It's sort of like looking at a collage where you instantly get it. The sun is in Virgo, but the moon is in Leo. And Venus is also in Leo. Today. The moon will be moving around a bit. So right now, when we're trying to perfect things and we're trying to fine-tune things, like I said earlier, it will make us quite confident if when we get things just right, especially from a sense of beauty, when we're able to handle things that will allow some people to boast with pride. And it's kind of like a high wire act where we're always trying to be just exact, because we want to shine out on the rest of the world. And with Uranus and Taurus, this is a big aspect. So you have Venus in Leo and squaring Uranus and Taurus at a 90-degree angle, but it's also ruling Uranus and Taurus. So the effect that we'll have is when we're able to be confident in our beauty and we're able to show off our love, we'll be able to find some stillness. We'll be able to find some zen that's kind of unusual. Because it starts out on a very stressful level. We're trying to handle things, like I said, with the Virgo stuff and dealing with things and kind of being kind of finicky and panicky and sort of being all over the place. But when we're able to get that right and shine out, we'll be able to find that the Uranian Taurus energy that's going on right now that will make us calm and placid. So anything that's organic or natural, whether it's cooking or or being stable in body, or depending on where your chart is, depending on your chart and where Uranus falls in your chart, what house it falls in, you actually have to know the birth time for that. But so say it's like food, for example, is organic, or cooking, we'll be very want to show off our food or cooking, or make it like if we have heart healthy stuff, especially with Venus and Leo right now being ruled by the sun in Virgo. So for example, if we're trying to perfect a meal or our diet and we want to make it more heart healthy, we want to try to perfect that. We're kind of nervous and we're kind of picky. We have to get it just right. I don't want this ingredient, I don't want that ingredient. And and we're hearing a lot of things from different areas with Mars and Gemini going along. They're trying to sort of read different labels, see different things. But once we fine tune that and get it right, will allow us to be more confident. And when we're more confident, we will be calmer. And that's basically what I'm driving at. So when we sort of get, like I said, our diets and things just right, and it's something we can be proud of, then we want to show off our sort of newfound stability. And so that's one way we're going to talk about a couple of other things too. I don't want to make this too long. I'll talk about a couple other things. All right, I also want to talk about the Venus Saturn opposition going on right now. where Venus is approaching like 20, Venus is right now around 14 degrees Leo, it's going to be approaching 20 degrees Leo, and Saturn is around 20 Aquarius. And there's a lot of love going on in the world right now. People are very proud of their love and are also loyal to insanity. Uranus and Taurus is figuring into this because it's squaring Saturn and Aquarius, and it's kind of, it will be squaring Venus and Leo more closely. So Saturn and Aquarius has to rein this in a bit. When people are loyal without any care to society and structure and systems whatsoever, just because they're so passionate about what they love, and loyal to, and sometimes they'll be loyal to things that are insane. And you need rules and regulations to sort of structure things and keep things reined in. And no matter what your belief or what side of the political spectrum you fall on, there's always sort of rules and organizations to sort of help people from getting carried away with just showing their love without a care in the world. You always need to organize things in order to be able to move forward without burning things down, you know. So I think that's one of the most important things going on right now. I don't have some of these extreme ideas of a lot of astrologers out there. I'm not a doom and gloom astrologer. I'm not a sensationalist. Things are always very cyclical. So what you're seeing and feeling now, it'll change a bit, and different generations respond very differently to things also. So there's always an ebb and flow, and everything's always go in circles. Real quick, why I wanted to call my channel Wiseass Astrology is because I'm not big on mythology, but Sagittarius is the centaur. It is sort of, you know, half man, half ass, half donkey. And it is about wisdom. And in astrology, the gluteus maximus, the ass, is specifically related to Sagittarius, specifically in the hip flexing motion, where you're sort of stretching the glutes out and stepping up to a higher level to sort of see a bigger perspective. So a lot of people think astrology is for dumbasses, and they think people that are into astrology are either really vapid or wrapped up in their own intricate delusions. And I, you know, wanted to give some credibility to astrology, to show that, you know, astrology is for people who are analytical and not necessarily just off the wall crazy, and people that actually do have a perspective on things. Because if you look at the whole chart and you understand what's important and what's not important, it actually will give you a broader sense of what's going on and allow you to be more calm going forward in life. And also, I do think there's a lot of dumbass astrology on the internet, and I just, you know, want to give it some legitimacy. So this is me, your wiseass astrologer, making direct eye contact for once as I sign off. So peace, love, stars, and listen to the Beatles. Ciao.